That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
I'm Tommy T, the shop for the boy. Welcome, Chad.
Hey!
I got Jeff here. I got Matt here. Yo. It's not busy out there, is it? Nobody's doing enough stupid stuff.
No, I think you covered. I think you covered the gist of everything the other day.
Yeah, I think we got our stupid stuff the other day.
You know what? The other thing is that story is it's dragging too. And like, I've been doing this long enough. There's more stuff coming out about it. And considering there's so many trolls with inroads to this man's life, up into including the person that's supposedly taking care of him, leaking stuff, it's probably going to get worse. And I don't know how we're going to handle it.
I don't know how it can get worse than that, but
it could. It can always get worse, Jeff.
Yeah, sure.
It can always get worse.
Yeah, nobody's dead yet, so.
Yeah, we're not. We've only reached the starting gate and what have you. I like how Mediker said, DSP outlasts another one.
Well, yeah.
You can't stop DSP. There's just no way to do it whatsoever.
DSP's unstoppable.
Absolutely, unstoppable. Even those games can't stop him, considering he's like worse than me at video games. Can you imagine like he was like? I mean, Gamer J Lee used to go to conferences to meet him. That's like funny. He had his dad drive him to Texas or wherever the hell it was to meet DSP.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
From where Jay Lee lives?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, it was like Texas or Colorado or something. And they drove down all the way to. This is when DSP was
Colorado to Texas. That's a big fucking difference in time.
This is before he was a total lolcow. He was like Jay Lee told me he was working on it. And Jay Lee was like,
okay.
It's nice to have Jay Lee. One of the reasons Jay Lee was picked for the team because he's so damn loyal. And he was still like DSP was, and then so he gets down there. I guess Jay Lee's like 15 or 16 years old, and his dad meets DSP, and he's like, "You better stay away from that guy, son. There's something wrong with him." Imagine going down there with the guy's a great gamer, Dad. Dad was not impressed.
But Dad, I'm a mod.
It's too funny. But we're gonna do calls. I don't even know how good this Twitter versus is between Bowblax and Xanderhal, but it's sure to be funny because
it's probably pretty gay. So
they're both pretty funny people.
Yeah.
They're funny people. How many of you all, before I get into this, how many of you all, I know folks from the UK, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, put a 1 in the chat, but don't do it if you're American so I get a good read in this, because I was under the impression that she was only popular on this side. Even in Germany, she's got a little pull. Lily Allen, the singer, if you want to call it that. Does anybody know? Put a 1 in the chat if you know who Lily Allen is. She did this song called Smile back in 2005, 6, somewhere around there.
She one of her albums topped in the top 5 in the US.
Oh, so what year was that?
2009.
Oh, so she did get, all right. So by the time I lost touch with her, she did get some United States play. So she's I don't think she's popular anymore. But I guess so I was, when I wrote that tweet this morning, I was under the impression that Lily Allen was, and there are artists over here, I forget the other guy, there are people over here that get famous that do not break in the States. It happens all the time. There's a classic rock band over here called Status Quo. They never had a hit in the States, but like throughout Germany, Central Europe, and everybody knows the hell they are. You know, they're like a 70s rock band, and they were part of all that rock movement, but not in the States. So I had a feeling that Lily Allen was one of those people. So what I wrote on Twitter is I said, one of the worst things, and I'm not even kidding, one of the worst things about living in Europe is being stuck in a car while somebody's playing a Lily Allen song. The only thing possibly that could be worse than that is having the person that you're with enjoy it. Because Lily Allen, as I said, is an iceberg that grows hair. She is a bottomless, to call her a bitch is just, it's so underwhelming. She is a bottomless black pit of a human being. I mean, she's a gaping black hole. And the only time that lets up is when she opens her stupid mouth about some stupid topic that she knows nothing about. She is one of the most ignorant, miserable human beings. Let me go over the content of some of her songs. And somebody says, she's just like Pink. No, she's not like Pink. Pink can actually sing. And Pink, I understand she's made her Angry Man songs, and, you know, guys make songs about how mean women are. I get that. But that's all that Lily Allen makes. This is all she makes. She's like, all right, one song I was listening to yesterday with my wife. Her entire song about not being able to be satisfied by her boyfriend, right? I heard another song where she doesn't even sing. She talks through it that she's upset with her boyfriend because he likes football too much. Don't date Englishmen then, all right? And that he's not sophisticated enough. And by the way, she's white trash. She talks like a pig, according to the Englishman that talked to me. I mean, she has that whole thing. I mean, at least Pink has a little soul, you know?
That's a lot of money, I guess.
She sings songs about relationships, regrets, the love of her life. You know, teenage love that you can't, like, when you fall in love with your teenager, man, it's like tunnel vision. I'm not saying she's like the greatest artist of all time, but at least, I don't know, she has blood pumping in her veins and not oil or whatever the hell's going on with Lily Allen. I don't know. I mean, yeah, here's another song that Lily Allen sings. She sings a song about her ex-boyfriend getting sick and enjoying it. This is her entire catalog of music. This Lily Allen. And she's one of those singers that kind of talk. It's like going to a really bad spoken word bullshit at Rutgers University in 1998, and it's completely insane. And it's nothing. It's just absolutely infuriating. Infuriating. You know, I like my artists that have soul, like Kurt Cobain and Amy Winehouse and Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix. People that fucking died for their art. Died for their art because they have some kind of weird connection where they can express themselves in a manner that connects with the masses. So much that it fucking kills them. And then there's Lily Allen. My boyfriend's mean to me. He doesn't understand me. How the hell does she have a fucking job? Jesus Christ. She should be collecting parking tickets, for Christ's sakes. We talk about a goddamn no talent. So if you ever get to come to Europe, and for some reason in 2009 you have to admit her missed her, I don't know, top 5 charting album in 2009, please listen to the lyrics that this woman speaks through, because she doesn't sing. She doesn't sing. She's a no talent, and she's not the first no talent to make a lot of money. But there is nothing more punishing, there's nothing more rotten than watching this bitch that only needs to be told, break up with him if you don't like him, you stupid broad. God damn, that's all she needs. Every song is like, all right, you don't like him, leave. God, it's infuriating. I had to listen to this song with my wife, and I forgot how. Like, I guess when I was in my late 20s, when I first heard her, I was like, all right, that's cute. But I like, oh God, shut up! My boyfriend can't make me come. She wrote a song about her boyfriend not being able to make her get off. Guess what, lady? Dead people don't come. Got it? They don't do it. So that's my message to Lily Allen. Anybody that likes her, unsub. God damn. Listen to some real music. It's not even music.
Song.
She's like a bad rap artist. What? What do you want?
I said I'm listening to the song "Smile," and I gotta say it's not bad. I like it.
Shut up.
It's not bad.
You stick a meat cleaver to your penis. I swear to God. That sound would be more pleasant than Lily Allen pissing and moaning. Oh my God, my boyfriend went next door and cheated on the girl that lives next door in our apartment. Well, I would have too. I want to feel the warm clutch of a wonderful, warm woman, not an iceberg. I don't fuck icebergs.
All right, so basically what you're getting at here, she basically sounds like thrift shop Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift's got more soul in one pinky than she's got. And she sucks. No soul. There's no music
I know,
there.
that's why I said thrift shop.
It's an endless parade of misery. Every song. And it's like, well, Pink does that too. Pink does songs like that. It's not her entire catalog. My God. And then, you know what the best part is? She puts on this like low-class accent, and I think she comes from money. Oh, God. And she got caught lying. I guess her brother's on that stupid show. This will get in trouble. Game of Thrones. And then she made some bullshit story that they came to her and wanted to do a part where she did some kind of weird scene with her, incestuous scene with her brother. And her brother said, no, that never happened. So she lied about it. She was like, oh my God, they asked me to do this with my brother. And I said, no, that never happened, Lily. That's the kind of people we're talking about here. Kanye made Taylor Swift famous. True.
Yeah.
I mean, God damn, there's so many amazing artists out there that you can listen to that are pop stars. A few of them I just named. But, I mean, God, maybe Clown's right. The UK sucks for music. They really, what do they do? I'm trying to think. I mean, even fucking Amy Winehouse, one of the greatest artists I think to ever walk this earth, was fucking some punk rock schlub. And a fucking ODing over him. Let me tell you something. You listen to Back in Black by Amy Winehouse. If that doesn't make you feel something, you're Lily Allen! My God, did she capture that moment better than everybody? You know why? Because she's good. You know why? Because she can express herself in ways that are almost like geniuses playing chess or doing something, just something like some prodigy would do. And she could do it on an emotional level and put it to music. Oh, by the way, she's a well-trained jazz singer as well. I mean, God, and then Lily Allen has a fucking career. It's absolutely fucking infuriating. If you put the lights out and you really listen to what Amy Winehouse is saying, I don't care if you're a man, woman, or child, you will have a tear coming out of your eye.
No, I believe you. I hear it. Yep.
Yeah, it's that bad. Yeah. You heard it?
Yeah. No, I'm listening to Amy Winehouse right now.
Well, Amy Winehouse is just that goddamn good. She's a generational musician.
Yep.
And it kills them. They can't even handle it. They have this, whatever they have, they can't do it. They drink themselves to death. Because and then there's fucking Lily Allen, who should be tested for a pulse. Unbelievable. My uncle loved Amy Winehouse. I mean, that's another thing. My father thinks everybody sucks that didn't die in 1953. All right, he was impressed. He was impressed with Amy Winehouse. She did right before she died. She did Ballad with Tony Bennett. Is he dead now?
Who?
Tony? I think he just died, right?
Maybe.
He's got to be pushing 100 if he's still alive. My dad listened to him when I was a kid.
94 years old.
Jeez, good for him. Tony Benedito. Last of the saloon
That's
singers.
a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Tyrus, Taylor Swift songs at least sound good if you ignore the lyrics. Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I don't listen to that shit. She's like a country crossover, right?
She was a country crossover, yeah. That's why she was big.
I think, but I hate country music.
How old is she now? She's got to be in her 30s because she was big when I was around.
She's my age, I think.
Yeah. That's your gen.
Taylor Swift.
Miss
Taylor Swift is 31.
Buddy Holly was great.
He's a little younger than me.
Buddy Holly's a little overrated because he died in a plane crash, but he's still pretty fucking great. Buddy Holly is the first white act to play the we're in Harlem over there. Goddamn. Oh God, I'm losing my fucking brain.
Shit. I
yeah,
would have known it if you didn't do that.
That's like your third rant in the last 80 minutes.
The first white act to play the Apollo, and supposedly, I don't know if it's true or not. The curtain went up, and all the black people gasped. And Buddy Holly, being completely ignorant from the New York area, says, "Well, we're just as surprised as you." And he rocked that fucking place to its core because he's Buddy fucking Holly. Tell me, Lily Allen, any generation could go rock and tear the fucking house down at the Apollo. Now we're in the 20s. No, she's a no talent. and it's repulsive. Repulsive. God. Creator of Pink Floyd and inspiration to the band's music.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
The Buddy
for
Holly,
a person of color.
all right, look. I'm not saying, look, Buddy Holly's influence was I mean, the reason the Beatles named themselves the Beatles, because Cricket, Buddy Holly and the Crickets, so they took the Beatles. I understand the influence. I just think guys, and you know what? Buddy Holly died in a fucking plane crash with the Big Bopper and Eddie Valance.
And Eddie Valance, yeah.
Did you ever watch that movie, La Bamba?
Yeah, I was thinking about that movie the other day. Do you remember that movie, Tommy?
Yeah, I do.
There's a scene.
That's a
do
lot
you
of
remember
money.
The brother in the movie.
I don't know why that guy flied. He was always afraid of fucking dying in a plane crash. You'd think that would have a message or something. You know, that's what I kept
That
thinking
movie would
kid.
not go over well now.
Why? What was wrong with that?
The brother was basically like, there's a scene where he's like, oh, I basically had to rape my wife every time I wanted to have sex. That type of stuff was in it.
Well, did he rape his wife? No, wait a minute. He's playing a role. Oh, I know. We live in a new world where you have to pretend things didn't happen. You know, kind of like the Taliban, where they blow up statues of other religions and shit.
Yeah.
A modern liberal. All right. Speaking of liberals, let's do this shit. Let's. So what's?
Yeah, to the actual title of the of the
the
stream.
actual title. I just God. That I didn't want to say rapist so early in the video.
we're like 20 minutes in. I think you're good now.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I started it.
So what is this about?
So Bowblax was just saying like if I misgender someone who was caught raping his mom, I'm not going to care about it, basically.
Who was lecturing about it? Who was lecturing? I don't know. What's his name? The Omni Liberal had a great tweet about this there, Destiny.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of lecturing going on through Twitter. Like it started to take traction. And I think
everybody's ready to correct people.
Yeah.
Everybody's just ready to correct people.
There's a bunch of accounts lecturing.
He had a fucking amazing tweet. Here it is. Oh my God, did you hear about Christian? She. Right. Well, anyway, he raped his own mother. This deserves like tens of thousands of fucking. I mean, this is ridiculously good. So how about this? I think you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want and you can totally ignore jackasses on Twitter that want to correct you.
I agree.
I honestly, if you're correcting somebody in your pronouns, you're a fucking Karen. You really are. You're just an annoying Karen.
Yeah, nobody likes you.
Nobody likes you.
Nobody likes you. Like
I mean, you think about all the allegations of everything from sexism to women hating to misogyny to pedophilia. I didn't give a fuck about fucking 3 of them.
You will enjoy life a lot more if you don't give a fuck.
I only cared about like the girl. We have like a ton of fucking female soldiers that call in this shit. That's
We do.
What I was worried about.
We do.
Yeah, no. I'd bang every one of them if my wife wouldn't be such a pain in the ass about it. But anyway, I think they'd be down too, despite what I said. Ooh. Am I supporting rape? All right. If you're a rapist, I don't care about hurting your feelings by using incorrect pronouns. I don't care one way or another. So I guess this person deleted their tweet.
Yeah, they deleted the tweet.
Sometimes it replies, using someone's identity as a privilege is only used when they behave in literal transphobia. Oh, God. Talk about programs.
Gay.
She did something monstrous. I got confused me and disgusting. She should absolutely be prosecuted. It's still not an excuse to misgender her. Fuck her. Fuck her. Like, I mean, this entire generation is worried. Everybody's got to have their in the 2000s, it was gay marriage. Everybody's got to have this. I don't know, this massive fucking civil rights issue for their day. I mean, that's what births more Karen liberals. But this one is the most irritating of all of them. I can get behind gay marriage and stuff like that. I mean, who the fuck I don't care about marriage. When if they eliminated marriage, I wouldn't care, right? I mean, women would never have it eliminated. They wouldn't allow it. But, I mean, let's say the law came out. Yeah, fuck it you want. Doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. You're not getting a tax break. I don't care. But everybody's got to have their thing so they can just lecture people. You know what this is? The mask slightly under your nose. That's what Hana Breadcat 28 is. That's how lame they are. There's no excuse to misgender. Well, here's my excuse. I don't fucking care. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Oh, I moved to Canada and put me in jail. Well, who's the Nazi now? So, all right. So, Bowblax is saying she would only gender somebody correctly, which is kind of fucked up now that I think about it. if they didn't rape anybody, like if he doesn't. So Bowblax, if Bowblax thinks you're if Bowblax thinks you're deplorable, then you don't deserve your phony pronoun. That's what he's saying. Am I wrong?
No.
And
my thing is, I had an argument with Nick about this too. Like if somebody wants me to call, I'll play along, but nobody's making me do it. And actually, here's my rule: if you try to make me do it, I will call you the opposite. Fuck you. As an exorcism, as a representation of my ability to call anybody whatever the fuck I like. Oh, here we go. If your adherence to the idea that trans people are valid is conditional, then I really don't think trans people's identities are valid. Well, that's a stretch. Although Xanderhal does bring up a fucking a good point. If it's conditional, it doesn't exist. Then I don't think trans people's identities are valid. The identity's valid. I just don't have to call them. I love how they. That's the one thing about the civil rights movement. This is what changes.
If you want to call it that,
every other civil rights movement, you didn't have to participate. But this civil rights movement is compulsory language. You know, like they had here in Germany when you had to greet other Germans with Heil Hitler. And that's compulsory speech. I think the closest thing to do that, I don't think they had anything like that in the Middle Ages, except you had to call the king your highness. And you had to call people by their titles. So really the only thing comparable to compulsory pronoun language is, I don't know, tyranny. I don't know. But I will say this. If you buy into this bullshit, like apparently Josh does, Xanderhal does make a good point, then it's conditional. The other part is just a fucking slight. Then you really don't think trans people's identities are valid. I don't think anybody's identity is valid. Just because you call yourself something doesn't mean...
Do you know pussy? Dude, no, IDs are racist.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't one of the main reasons that CWC transitioned for the Love Quest? What does that mean? I don't know. Empress. You know what that means? I'm not sure.
Main reason quick transition is because I'm not too familiar with the transitioning arc of Christian.
You're right to be rude. And if you can't be rude, you can't challenge authority. And that's the real danger with this shit.
Kind of like with what's going on right now.
No, I don't think Chris is a man because she raped her mom. What? Let me say this. I don't think Chris is a man because she raped her mom. I'm just not going out of my way to correct myself if I misgender her. I would have never responded to this in 3 million years. You know, misgendering her is not only hurting her, right? Who gives a fuck? Well, there's something I don't care about. You purposely misgender a trans person because they're shit. I love how they're getting all the other people who listen to Xanderhal are defending the mom raper. You know what I think, Xanderhal? All your fans are rape apologists. And they're doing it to the guise of pronouns. It kind of implies that you're only doing it to be nice. Yeah, that's the only reason I'd do it, because it's ridiculous. And I have every right to think it's ridiculous. I don't know. And I don't know how to take somebody's... if I think something's ridiculous, right? Let's say I'm wrong. It's not ridiculous. How does that take somebody's identity away? Because I think it's ridiculous? No, it wouldn't. That means just that guy thinks it's ridiculous. I mean, that would be like, we're going up like, oh, there's this thing. You're not a hockey player. You just, you play on pickup games on Sunday. Well, some guys thought that way, But I guess it's only a fucking crisis if you don't think you're a hockey player. You're not a real hockey player. If you purposely misgender a trans person, it kind of implies that you're only doing it to be nice, and you don't generally believe us. No, I don't. It also implies that our gender identity can be taken away. No. You were the guys. You're the guys on the train that if you just say it, it's true. Josh decides, so I'm not purposely misgendering. I'm just not going out of my way to correct my mistake. What lecture was this? Would you?
You keep going on about that. I'm going to turn Amy Winehouse on just softly in the background.
Yeah, awesome. I can't believe you never. There's Amy Winehouse. She's amazing. Would you correct yourself out of respect for trans people? No. Fuck that. He raped an 80-year-old woman with dementia. Go Bowblax. You're right. He's right about that. While I give zero fucks about hurting feelings of the motherfucker. Yeah, you do. You wouldn't be making the argument. This is like most people, if you didn't give zero fucks, you'd be like, I'll let that one slide. Let fucking Bowblax have it. No. We have to fucking virtue signal. I think the tendency to view the validity of trans people's identity is dependent on someone's respect for them. I think the validity of trans identity is dependent on someone's respect for them. So while misgendering and denying the validity of CWC, what is a CWC? I don't know this. I'm too fucking
Quickville, Chris Chan, the Chris Chan lore. That's what the kind of
Quickville.
The CWC. Okay. Yeah, Quickville.
The misgendering and denying the validity of CWC might not seem that bad. It also implies that who thinks about this? It also implies the only respect the validity of other trans people, you or I, like because they've reached a certain level of respect in our eyes. But this is the dumbest argument ever.
Also, the CWC is Christian Weston Chandler. That's his
Christian
full
Weston
name.
Chandler.
Acronym.
You know, I don't understand, like, with this identity, like, if you don't respect somebody's, like, it's like I don't respect all of fucking Jeff's takes. It doesn't mean I don't respect him as a human being. I mean, I didn't respect fucking the motherfucker as a human being. You know, that's all this is about. It's just like you're dehumanizing this person, and that means makes you less than human. And it's just it's really, I hate to bring it up, Cabos, bad person. That's all it is. It's empty. Chris is a woman. No, he's not. I don't think she's a man currently because she raped her mom. I'm not going out of my way to correct myself. Okay, you're refusing. I can't believe you would get involved with this. If you're referring to her past by he, him, that's fine. I think she does that too. I'm also referring to her older self as Christian. This is the ramblings of crazy people. This is a complete non-issue.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
And that does not mean I want fucking transgender put in camps. This is a total non-issue. This is an argument, and it is this entire argument. Even if you want to talk about the other people that have argued with Bowblax, an autistic man that misgendered somebody, actually probably by accident, right? And this is you have a group of people that want to control him. Think about that. Who cares? Now you have every right to say, "Oh, that's really fucked up. That's rude, whatever." But this is an attempt at control, at a small level. That's what it is. Now, this is pretty much the same shit over and over again.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
If I refer to Hitler as she, Hitler's a bitch. Fuck her. Fuck it. Let's swap pronouns for every bad person. Let's do it. Can't fault him for being consistent. I guess. This is such a joke. I just hope people start laughing and shit. Like, you better hope that people wake up, like, in their 30s that are doing this shit now. Like, wow, what a fucking idiot I was. What a non-issue.
You know, as much as I would love for that to happen, I don't.
Sometimes this stuff goes out of style. I've seen it. I tell you what, like, this type of sort of SJW type virtual thing, I saw it early in the, I want to say like 89, 90. And then when Clinton got elected, it just went away. And it really didn't gain. Like, I mean, there was shows called Politically Incorrect and stuff like that. There was a rebellion to it at some point. You know, you didn't get called a white supremacist back then if you thought the whole fucking thing was stupid, right? Now you do, and now you lose your Twitter account or whatever they're going after for.
Yeah. Now you're racist.
Yeah. You're a bigot racist, and it might affect you because
you're a murderer.
Yeah, somebody called you back. So if a college kid called you that back then. It was like, oh yeah, believe what you want, kid. Who cares? When somebody calls me a name, I never question my identity. When somebody it was rude to me, I never question my identity. I don't know why anybody else does. But back then it was about control. But you could now they can find your address, your house, whatever. It's not about respecting a person specifically. I can't say it. It's about respecting gender and identity. I don't respect gender identity. I feel like if you get down that road, you have to respect fucking anything. I don't respect if somebody calls themselves a doctor and they're not. I just don't want to go down this road. No, I reject it.
Who fucking cares?
I reject it. Well, fucking toastful. They might kill themselves. So everybody has to. Our entire Western way of life, when it comes to free speech, free expression, and the right to be a douchebag, has to go down because somebody might kill themselves. I don't know. Maybe that's I'm kind of putting words in fucking Tobes' mouth, but that seemed to be the argument.
No, I get where you're going.
Don't take it out on Tobes, but I think he said something else.
Yeah, don't do that.
What can be done? What can be done? I don't know what can be done. I don't have the answers to that, but conformity is not necessarily a solution to this problem. Because that's all the left is now. Conform or else.
Put your fucking mask on, chat. Do it.
Your mask on? Oh, you don't think that's a power thing? You watch those Karen videos. It's a power thing on both these. I don't want to wear my mask. It's like all those jackasses that don't want to wear their mask and they make a big scene. It's them trying to control the people around them or the poor people that happen to be working there. And it's just the reverse.
Oh, yeah.
With the mask people. They want to control. There's evil fucking people out there. It's a good... Let me tell you something.
I've gotten asked to put mine... Ask if I had one and to put one on multiple times. I'm like, no, I'm good. I just go about my fucking day.
Thanks for reminding me. I live in Germany.
You're welcome.
I live in Germany. Everybody has
just say no, kids. Just say no.
Yeah. Well, they're talking about going lockdowns over there. And, you don't think that's gonna happen? No. In St. Louis?
What?
You don't think?
Yeah. So when the douchebag county executive tried to put a mask mandate in, the city council woke up the next morning and were like, "Fuck you, dude," and voted against it.
Tommy, I got some intel. I don't know if it's real, but it really helps the show.
What?
Apparently, it does matter if you misgender. And this is like crazy. This is breaking. Okay. So allegedly, Virginia's incest statute doesn't apply to a mother-daughter incest. So Virginia would have to decide the legal question of whether a biological sex or gender applies if the law has gendered language. This could go to the Supreme Court.
Oh my God!
Told you the story wasn't over, folks. Was I right?
So, because Chris Chan identifies as a female, this could be a Supreme Court issue whether him allegedly raping his mom is actually a crime. So I think that settles it. Bowblax is wrong.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if that's 100%. I'm speculating, but that's what I just read, and I just had to come in here and tell you. So
yeah, but I don't think the United States recognizes. I might be a thing in Twitter circles or left wing circles, but I don't think that's. I don't think you're. I could be wrong. Maybe Virginia is not the Virginia I knew growing up, but I don't know if they have to respect your identity legally there. I could be wrong. They do. Here's the thing. You might be right. If they have to respect your gender identity by law, who the fuck knows?
Dude, could you imagine the timeline where Chris Chan goes to fucking the Supreme Court for raping his mother? Just what, oh God. You didn't grow up early enough to build civilizations. You didn't grow up late enough to go through this, fly through space and go to different planets. But you grew up right at the right time to watch Chris Chan fuck his mother.
Yeah, you weren't alive during 9/11, but you get to see fucking.
I actually got to see both of them.
So did I.
I got the first 9/11 and the second 9/11. This one of the internet. All right, thank you guys for having me. I'll talk to you guys.
Here's what I want to know. Why isn't Chris Chan streaming? This is a perfect opportunity to make some serious cash.
Oh my god, that's a good
You
point.
can't go to his house.
Wait, no, Tommy, that's capitalism.
Also,
Capitalism
sorry,
doesn't
Ralph
work.
is currently driving to his house and is going to stream knocking at his door. And his
Oh,
house is a
serious?
hotel.
God.
Yeah, Ralph is on his way to Chris's hotel right now. Okay, bye.
No way. Thanks. You could have let that one out, you douchebag. Just lost half the audience. All right, I got it in 20 minutes anyway.
But it's okay. It'll probably take me about 25, 30 minutes to get there.
I don't buy the argument that someone. I mean, essentially, if Tobes' argument was right. If you don't do this, this is like you're hurting them. And if you're hurting them, then something bad might happen. Therefore, you should be held accountable in some way. What kind of fucking?
Do you want to snipe it, Tommy? Do you want to take a look at that? What Ralph is doing?
Yeah, sure. Send it me.
Oh damn! I didn't have the rush. I didn't have the Russian national.
Nick, if you're listening, send me the link, please.
Yeah, and we know fucking what's his name's a real YouTuber. We got a link.
No,
will he claim me? Because he only claims people that hate him. I suppose.
Yeah, I mean we're good with Ralph, right?
We're good with Ralph. Yeah. I don't even
want
to do my epic Lily Allen rant. I don't want to lose that.
This is gonna be the best driving broadcast since OJ. Only nobody's dead.
You know, you really got to know that Medicare's fucking filthy sick. If he didn't stream on this one, I figured this was gonna get him out of bed. Oh man, because I saw what Diva said. He's only one man for this job. That's Medicare. And yeah, I guess he can't do it. He must be awful. So he must be something wrong with his voice. God damn. The cancer stuff sucks.
Yeah, cancer kind of sucks.
Ralph Redemption, what is he going to redeem himself by lecturing the fucking guy who banged his mom?
Oh.
That's right there in Virginia.
So I got the link. Nick is telling me he's going to be live in 5 minutes.
I might as well quit. Fern Dog Nation. Welcome aboard. Let me see this horse shit. We're gonna be tuning in live. Let me see this fucking horse shit. All right. Oh, Ralph is fat when he's a kid too. Adorable. He looks exactly like he does now. I've never experienced Odyssey. Can anything come up with a get me banned here?
I can't say for sure. I've never experienced Odyssey either.
No, I don't think it's happening now. So this isn't obviously a live stream. So
well, Nick told me he's going to be live in 5 minutes. So I don't.
All right. Well, the thing is this: I have decided. Well, it wasn't that difficult. I need the fucking money. I'm going on vacation. I'm going to be down for like 2 weeks. To release the members stream that you may or may not have heard at. I think it's around, yeah. You should get a link for it in the show. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll premiere it like it's a live stream. I showed it to a few. Some of the Patreons got it. They get the member streams a day afterwards. And we got, the thing is about it, I'm not super proud of it, but I am proud of the fact that it's one of our best shows ever. Everything was clicking. I think I even ended at the right time. That's how great host I am. And I want to share it with everybody else. I'm not super proud of it because of the topic. And I did want to fucking walk away from this type of degeneracy. But I watched the stream over again, and while it is disgusting, and at one point you actually see me literally retch, it's too good not to share. So I may never talk about it again. So yes, if you didn't see it for some reason, it's there. You can have it. Download it because I may take it down one day, and then you can put up. Then I don't know if I feel really dirty, I'm gonna pull it. But yeah, it's really good. I need fucking hits because I'm taking some time off. I'll be gone Saturday, by the way. So this is the last week for Shot from the Point for like a week at least. And so you should know that the news will pick up as soon as I go away. And
as soon as you leave, yeah.
And Nickel and Augie and Bowblax will collect all the money while I'm sitting on my dead ass. And I'm going back to the Triangle houses too. The only place we could get. No, I'm going Holland, and I don't know. You know what? I'm glad I'm going Holland. You know what? I'm gonna enjoy myself. Last year, was it Leafy got banned? That was a big deal. I missed that whole thing. That sucked.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm gonna release it for everybody that doesn't have a thing. The Patreon's got it yesterday. That's the way we usually do it. Like as soon as the member stream's over. For some reason, you're not a member in here and can't. That's for live, and you watch it on Patreon, and then.
And that's on Mom.
We'll release it. Well, Patreon got it. Well, you don't need to do that. Well, thanks, but you don't need to do it now. Fooled you. Let's take some calls and get the hell out of here.
All right.
Koalis' daughter. Go ahead. I think it's 3. I don't know. Hey, what's up?
Here.
What's up?
No way.
No, I'm not lying to you. What do you want?
This is the first time I've ever had something like this happen. So hang on. I got butterflies. I'm a little nervous. Okay. So I don't know what you guys were talking about, but I have a question for you, Tommy, personally.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, sure.
Is there something actually wrong with me having sex with my own sister?
Oh no, it's perfectly normal. Xanderhal told me.
Did he?
Well, if you change your pronouns, you definitely. Tell you what. Let me tell you something. If you change your fucking pronouns and fucking murdered your sister, I think Xanderhal would have your back. Just look at it that way.
Okay, so it's okay. I don't have to be embarrassed.
I think you should ask your God. Your God. Mine's Mark Messier. He says no.
When I meet God, he's gonna kick me straight down to hell. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's
That's
sex with your
it.
sister.
All right.
Do you want to have sex
Throw
with
me
your
off.
sister? I mean, that's kind of.
Huh?
You want to have sex with your sister? Is that something you'd like
You
to
say
have?
want? It's not want. It's do.
You do not. You're lying to me. You don't have sex with your sister.
You think I'm twisting you?
Yes.
No, it's the giggles that give it away. Yeah, why would you do it? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
How old are you?
No.
I'm 30 years old.
Then
Okay.
it's fine. Perfectly.
Throw
You're
me off.
30.
Do me.
Yeah, go
Do
to
it. I dare you.
Film it.
Film it? You want me to film it?
Film it.
I'll film
Yeah,
it and
I
show
don't
it
want you to do anything. I want everybody to have. I think everybody should have a little piece of social media fame. And clearly, John Lennon was right. Everybody will have their 15 minutes of fame. Maybe that's yours. I get a goofy
Is
talk
this
show.
it? Is this the moment?
This might
Is this
be
the
it.
pinnacle
This
of
might
my
be it.
life?
Imagine all the people fucking their sister. There you go, sweetheart. Have a good day.
Thanks.
You're disgusting.
Okay,
Keep that
just
creepy
pops
chick
up
away
in
from
the
her. Make
middle
sure
of
she's banned. Unless she donated, then keep her around. Let's put Schmaggle.
Yeah,
That's good. Schmaggle. Go ahead. Schmaggle?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah.
Schmaggle.
So I heard fucking whenever you did your fucking member stream, you blocked me on Twitter. I want to know why.
Because you're a dick, probably.
This is your tweet.
I don't
Because
remember. Well,
what
you know
a-
what? Watch the stream tonight
my
and find
tweet was
out.
wrong.
I
don't know.
I don't
They
remember.
like me
I don't
or
remember
whatever.
either.
I don't care.
Actually, I didn't remember blocking you on Twitter
No,
until you brought it up. I was heavily drunk. I mean, I had to
blocked
drink.
me?
I started drinking the other show so I could actually get through the other, and it helped. It helped a lot.
So you blocked me, I guess, because of the joke tweet that I made about Christian.
Oh, so wait a minute.
mother
You knew?
consenting.
So you knew and asked me why?
I
You
was
dishonest
guessing.
Why did you block me? I don't know. And then he comes in and says, well, here's the deal with the joke you sold. I don't know. Follow my other account. I got 2.
Next.
You blocked me. That's going to be a new t-shirt.
You block.
Don't
Why
block
did you
me.
block? Why did you
Don't
block me?
Don't block me. Don't block me.
Uh,
Let's see. Let's take Epstein because he's probably waiting the longest.
Einstein.
All right, whatever his name. Jeffrey Epstein, you're on here.
All right. I'm very surprised. I was watching the whole show, and I don't think once you brought up that Ethan Ralph just got engaged.
I don't care. I don't care if he changes his pronouns. Man,
He's got engaged to
that's my
Gigi for his
problem. You know what
ex-girlfriend.
it is? You know what it is? This is why I suck. And this is why everybody's doing better than me. I don't give a shit. I have to, Nick has to say something funny for me to care enough. And I only care about entertaining you all. right? So like, my problem is, and it's because I'm old. I don't care. I only care about the yucks. But if I cared more, I'd find more yucks. Doesn't that make any sense? I don't care if Ethan Ralph gets married. I don't care if he jumps off a bridge. You know, and it's like I don't know. But
that's a lot of money.
He's
I
marrying
guess,
Digibro's
for a person of color.
sister, right? Is that it? Am I wrong?
It's the ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay. And that's why it's the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's why they had that. That was one of the best fucking shows we ever did too. When Ralph went into Digibro's house.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Ralph was really honest when we interviewed him on that one too. I was surprised. Because I said to him, I was like, "Hey Ralph, you expected them to shut the door, didn't you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I kind of did." So I was kind of impressed.
That was
I disavow Ralph's politics. I don't even know if he has any politics. I really wonder sometimes. I think he's. I think he wants to be. He's like me. He wants to be a social media entertainer. Yeah.
No, he's too far gone.
Well, yeah, as far as like from YouTube.
Yep.
But, I'll cross the line to fucking keep my income in it. But I guess he's a bigger badass than me. I don't know. All right. Anything else? Epstein? Einstein?
Do you know why No Names, like the girl you were talking about that just talks to her songs, get popular? I was thinking about that.
That was a genre back then, actually.
Was it?
That type of music?
Moaning about fucking ex-boyfriend? I think there is a lot of angry people, both male and female, and they have a lot of anger towards the opposite sex. And it's totally misplaced, and it's totally stupid. And most of the time, it can be solved by looking at the opposite sex as somebody that puts their pants on the way you do. And it's not so too different to be a girl, if from a man, as far as like the things and wants and needs. This is generally a different perspective. And we look at the opposite sex, we idealize them, and when they actually act human, everybody freaks the fuck out. So what Lily Allen does, she taps into those frustration with something. Maybe she said some clever ones. I don't fucking know. And I mean, who wouldn't want to, poison their boyfriend and watch him throw up after he cheated on you? And then if you know the right people, I mean, I'm sure 500,000 people could do that. If you're ambitious enough and you know the right people, record producers in the United Kingdom, you can get famous and not have any fucking talent. How many pop bands have you seen that just sucked? I mean, Madonna wasn't even that good. She could sing a little, she could dance a little. She wasn't like... what she was famous for was sort of pushing the visual boundaries. There's nothing like, but that's more PR and media know-how, which is kind of an art form in itself. Be honest with you, it's not a musical one. So yeah, that's what I think. I think they connect with people that are just fucking bitter about the opposite sex. And the good news is, you do tend to grow out of it usually in your late 20s. Just about time to get married. And then divorce in your 30s and realize, and then you start thinking back, well, maybe I was right when I was 22 and I shouldn't have married a bitch. So yeah, like everybody has frustrations with the opposite sex. Everybody does. It's normal. It's when you start saying all men or all women and that's the way it is, no matter what, that's what gets you in fucking trouble. Now, there are some pitfalls you should avoid with, the opposite sex. The men one being violent. Signs of violence. Like, if he beats some fucking guy in front of you for looking at you and you're like, money, that was kind of cute. I gotta admit, I was a little turned on. He might beat the shit out of you. But when we're attracted to somebody, both men and women do this, we just tunnel vision. What's that one song? You want to talk about Pink? Yeah. Boy, Pink, that song, someone said 3 years from now, you be long gone. That song, if you listen to the lyrics in that song, that is really well done. That is when you are in fucking love. Nobody really captured it better. And I don't think Pink's all that good either. But she really captured that. And you get that kind of tunnel vision. What happens when that world breaks? Then you start pointing fingers. Society did this to me. Men did this to me. Women did this. So that's how Lily Allen gets popular without having less than no talent, which is one of the reasons she's such a fucking big mouth, because you got to be a big mouth to stay relevant when you're no talent. There you go. I think that's a really good explanation. Get out of here, Einstein. What are you asking me for? You're fucking Einstein. Go ahead.
Tommy, I sent you the Ethan Ralph tweets that Nick made. You said Nick makes it funny, so I figured I'd send them to you.
Yeah. Well, Nick cares. That's my problem. Nick cares. Ah, shit. That's not what I wanted. Bang. Oh, somebody just donated. I missed it. Let's see if I can pause it. Ah, fuck. I missed that one. I'll read them. Let me read them at the end. Well, I want to get at. I don't want to go too late. All right, let's do on Nick stuff. Ethan Ralph. Yeah, I saw these.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Turns out Nicholas Diorio fucked his mom as well. But mistook her for an empty container of Haagen-Dazs. Boy, pot kettle black there, Ralphie. And the judge forgave him. Bowblax also has autism, so I think that makes it okay as well.
This is in a reply to the tweet that Nick made that I sent you for that.
That's pretty funny. Well, I mean, Nick asked for it, but it's still pretty funny either way.
Do you get pussy? Dude, I slay.
I support anybody's right to be who they want to be. My question is, to what extent do I have to participate in your self-image? Dave Chappelle. Oh, brilliant. I agree with that sentiments completely. Well, according to fucking Xanderhal, if you don't go along with this horse shit, you're hurting people. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're a murderer.
I don't care about people. That's how they get themselves fucking trapped too, because they want to own you. They want to like catch you off guard, get that big moment, and that's what traps them. And then it's okay to do it against fucking people that's not on their political side of the aisle. It's okay to be like a complete douche, but it's when like a transgender or a black person calls them out, when they all get fucking knocked off course there. Because we have to be, you can't listen. I got news for you, lefties. You can't be sensitive and empathetic and just only treat the fucking people who disagree with you politically like shit. It means you're a fraud and you're not empathetic. Really. So you can be a complete fucking prick like me, not give a fuck, and laugh at people that fucking act like words are violence. Or you can be empathetic even to your enemies. Like Jesus. Or maybe you can just be a good fucking person. I don't know. Try that one. I don't think any of these bread tubers are good people. They look just as fucked up as.
Yeah, that'd be the easiest way to go about things. Like, just be a decent fucking human being. But that's.
A decent human being. Well, I think I'm a decent human being, but I don't think I should. I'm definitely rude.
You understand the difference between right and wrong.
Yeah, I do. Unfortunately, for me, I wish it was negotiable. All right, let's fire through these. Nerdy John.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Nerdy John. Nerdy John. Bye.
Antillion.
Antillion. You're on here.
Okay, I'll just fuck myself.
Doc on the radio. Doc on the radio. You're on Shot from the Point.
All right, Tommy. So, do you consider misgendering someone and racism as like on the same level as each other?
No. And first of all, I think the equivalent to misgendering somebody would be just being rude to a black person.
Okay.
For the sake of, I mean, there might be racial undertones. There might be like a racial, but as far as like, I'm going to prevent this guy from getting a job, getting their, get their lives off the ground. That's real racism to me. I mean, these people equate fucking edgy jokes with racism and make the slippery slope fallacy that is somehow, I guess, every time you make say the N-word, a black angel's wings burn up and they fall to hell. I mean, it's utterly ridiculous. No, I don't think it equates with racism. They need it to equate with racism to do what I said before. Every generation of lefties need their civil rights issue. The one that's different about this one, it requires your participation, and that's where I reject it.
Okay, yeah, because I got okay. I don't mean to call out Scrimsocks here, bro, but he quote tweeted my tweet about Chris Chan, and he said it's like justifying racism because there's a black guy you don't like, and I immediately just no, dude. So if I call a black guy the N-word, that's the same as misgendering. So I'm like, just no, dude. Of course, you delete the tweet afterward, but
yeah.
It's just so.
Listen
stupid.
to that.
Listen to that.
If you misgender somebody, it's a form of bigotry. Like I don't feel. I mean, they tell you what? Oh no, I really know, because liberals are born with this fucking ability to see in your heart, and they know how it beats and can read your mind, and they know you're a bad person. They've been given this gift from their college professors. No, I don't even think calling a black person the N-word. I mean, obviously it's a racist act, but it's like true racism is like, I don't think these people even know what it is. I think they need to equate the N-word, the use of the N-word, maybe directed toward a black person, to somebody like sit in the back of the bus, or not giving black people's loans. Those are racist issues that would be important to me. But see, they happen so few and far between now that they need to sort of move the goalposts to the point where even an accident is a sign. That's where the word microaggressions come from.
Being a dick is considered
where
is
conflated, and that's a lot of what he's arguing is what this guy's arguing with here. They're conflating with something because they want to have to say nobody wants to be racist. Nobody wants to hurt somebody on the basis
any decent human being.
Any decent human being would nobody would want that. But see, the thing is not like, there was a time when there's a lot of people that saw to it that black people couldn't, and other minorities couldn't have a piece of the American dream. There are people that actively kept them out of it.
Absolutely.
So, and this was a victory, and kind of a platform for the left. And by the way, rightfully so. I'm glad people stood up for that stuff. But it's the only way for political power now. So that's why everybody jumps on this shit. It's a means to an end. It's not like they give a shit, because it's not really misgendering somebody isn't a real issue. It's a made-up issue. And also, there's the compulsory act of doing it, which is, if you could make somebody say pronouns, you could pretty much make them say anything. Like the precedent's set.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what's truly frightening about it. It's not that, Jesus Christ, I'm never, if what Jaden is going through that thing, if she wants to call me, I'll fucking play along. But if she tells me to and demands it and calls me a bigot, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, if they're being disrespectful to me, then I don't have to call you by whatever you want me to call.
I'm doing this. Exactly. I'm doing this. No, I don't believe it. And I have a right not to believe it. Every right to be like, well, would you say that with black? Well, you have a right to be racist too. Hate speech isn't free speech. Yes, it is. Otherwise, it's not free. And the reason we allow disgusting conversations and disgusting racist people is because exactly what we're seeing now. If you start identifying certain portions of speech as illegal or deplorable or something that you can get a fine or jail time with, then everybody who has an axe to grind with somebody else conflates it with whatever that speech is. It's just like, it's witch hunt mentality. One of my favorite things when I went to Salem is, the whole witch hunt hysteria started, and then some guys got smart about it. Like, you know what? Man, I owed old man Willikers over there fucking about 10 grand. But if he's a witch and got burned alive, I don't know shit. And that happened. So yeah, then it becomes everything's conflated to whatever the no word is. You're seeing it with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And it always, if you have any questions for COVID, it's presented as this person doesn't believe the virus exists, therefore he needs to be fucking shut the fuck up. He's killing people. That's the same argument they all. Every argument from that side of the aisle is, if you don't comply, something bad will happen, therefore your freedoms will be taken. It's that simple. It's just that simple. I mean, they're Nazis in concentration camp guards, and they don't even know it. You know how you know that? I was watching something on a concentration camp guard, or some guy everybody they heard the Americans are coming, and everybody skipped town. All the guards are like, "We're getting the fuck out of here because we know this is fucked up." The commander of the camp was like, "Well, I'm sticking around." First thing he did was show the Americans around. They hung him 2 years later. Like, he didn't know he was doing anything wrong. I was taking orders, and this had to be done. And I don't particularly agree with it. I disavow. Yeah, but yeah, you could be a part of, fueling the tyrants and authoritarians of the world, and it happens in steps. God, I remember. This is like around '98. I remember watching the History Channel, and there's this woman. She was like 10 or 11 during the what happened over here. But he said we weren't like evil overnight. First, we weren't allowed to do this, and then we weren't allowed to do that. It was minor bullshit stuff, and they figured the political trend would go away. Then they weren't allowed to own businesses, and just kept going and going and going. And then people would argue with you. They're Jews that supported Hitler. Then it's fucking too late. And I know everybody like goes down the road of pointing the to the Third Reich as the example. You can point to other examples, but nothing hits you like that. You can look at the Khmer Rouge; it's pretty much the same thing. They got to the point where they started killing each other. Most
Jaden
of the
just
people
put in chat.
What's that?
Jaden just put in the chat. I support the First Amendment.
You're all right with me, but Jaden, I'll play ball with you.
I
don't
like
even
that.
disagree
I like
with
that.
Jaden. I don't even disagree with what Jaden. Jaden can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Just don't tell me I got to do or else, because that leads. It just leads down a terrible road.
Yeah.
If everything you
that's where you got. That's
you
where you
make
got
pronouns mandatory. What can't you make mandatory? And like I said, if you don't believe me, see with COVID. There's certain things you can't talk about the election, and certain things you may talk about COVID. Because everything you say, whether it's true or not, gets conflated, and then the tech giants can come in and cut you off. And don't tell me that's not true. There's lots of things I love to talk about with COVID and make fun of, and there's lots of things that I would like to talk about with the election, but I just can't do it because I've got to pay my bills, and
you gotta do what you got to do,
and they know that, and that's how they shut me up. Well, you might say something that's untrue and it might hurt people. That's the authoritarianism. That's the tyranny right there. And it's just a microcosm now. It only grows. Let's stand up to it. And that's why I hope I see some civil disobedience among those fucking coward-ass Republicans. I'm listening to, what's his name? Crenshaw. Yeah, he's a soldier, so maybe I'm just not the guy to criticize.
Do what Texas and
well,
Florida,
I hear him fucking
Florida
crying out Nancy Pelosi's going to jail us. Well, you know what? Stand up, you're a fucking soldier.
I know.
Disobey.
Give her the finger. Tell her to stick it up
Don't
her
do
ass.
it. Well, he might lock us up. So what? I'd love to
Fuck
see
it.
her lock every Republican and their staff up. You know what that's going to look like? The end of the Democratic Party. Dare them. Call their bluff. Show some balls.
Do it, pussy.
Do it. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't call that guy pussy, man. But whatever. I honestly, I would say to his face, hey, stop bitching about it and do something about it. Civil disobedience is a legitimate way. Especially when you can't talk about this and you can't talk about that and everybody's being complaining with insurrectionists. Sure. Disobey. Force them to do something drastic. And you see how ridiculous they look when they do it. Can you imagine seeing Ted Cruz?
That's a lot of money, I guess.
And all these Republicans with handcuffs on? That's going to send an unbelievable message to the rest of the country. It's my birthday. Can't stick around and drop a $5. Thanks so much. Have a good stream. I think I'm done anyway. All right,
Happy birthday.
We got
what?
So we got Willie Mack. He made a video on Angelica Oles that just came out while we were streaming it. And we got Augie is stream sniping Ethan Ralph. He just started going live.
Oh Jesus! So. All right, you guys go that now.
Go now. I'll catch you guys later.
Should I leave or
Nico, go shoot.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm of the opinion that you have to earn getting a new pronoun. If you want to look like if you want to be called a she, you have to look like a woman, to me at least. If you want to be called a he, you have to look and act like a man. And if you want to be an it, you have to act like a subhuman piece of filth.
Oh, you're weird.
Now
I won't go that far. But I support your right to be an asshole.
Now they can call me white supremacist, and I will remind them, because white supremacist is anti, you're a slave owner or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. I will remind them that I'm from Greece. Do you know what we celebrated just this year, this March, this May?
What?
200 years of freedom from fucking slavery!
Get out of here. Get that fucking guy out of here. I disavow. Sort of. Let's see. Schedule. Today's the 1st, tomorrow's the 2nd.
It is.
3 a.m. my time. Set as
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
All that shit. All right. The Chris Chan video monetization. Your video's visibility monetization may be restricted. Wow. What was my monetization?
I mean, it may have something to do with the fact that some dude slept with his mom. I mean, that's not the.
I don't.
If I'm Coca-Cola, I'm probably not putting an ad on that.
Yeah.
That'd just be me. Like if I was the CEO of Coca-Cola, I'm like, okay, this stream where they're talking about this.
Oh, yeah, that shit. I don't know. I'm just like, what's going on though? Like, what's the problem with it? Yeah, I put them on either way, whether they get fucking ads or not. I don't really give a shit. So the premiere's up. It'll happen 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. It's called the SFTP Chris Chan Nightmare Stream, and I'm making it public for all you because it's fucking funny. I will warn you, and I hate warning people. Do not play this in front of children. This is disgusting. I visibly retch at some point, but the problem is everything goes so smoothly and it's so fucking well done, and everything just kind of the stars kind of aligned. It's funny as hell. So if you like really disgusting humor, like this is for you. This is for you. This is a masterpiece of disgusting humor. And then Verse got the MVP by far. He actually kicked it out of the park. So there it is. Yeah. It's for you. Enjoy. It's on in 4 hours. And rapid fire, and we're getting the fuck out. Antillion, rapid fire, 1 and done, go. You suck.
You blew it.
Fearless Soldier, 1 and done, go.
Hey Tommy, how's it going?
Shoot.
So yeah, I agree entirely with the whole misgendering shit that it should be based on respect. Like, listen, if you respect me,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
Like,
you don't agree with me at all. I think you should do it if you want to. And don't do it if you don't want to. There's nothing to do with respect.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's the one thing I agree with Xanderhal
using
with.
your pronouns
It's
if you
inconsistent
respect
Bowblax.
me.
But go ahead.
But if you're a piece of shit human, I'll call you whatever the fuck I want to call you.
I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that. If somebody starts lecturing me specifically on that, and you're going to, and you have to, no, I'm going to rebel.
Well, no, but that's why I'm saying it's based on respect.
respect.
If you respect me, you're not going to lecture me on it, you know?
Like, I don't know, because that sounds like if you disagree with, like, let's say you disagree with Jade, right? And you've agreed to go with the she pronouns, all right? And now you're like, oh, well, you pissed me off, so therefore I'm calling you he. I think that's fucked up. That's what it sounds like you're saying, right? I'm saying,
no. So like, I dated this chick for a while who accused me of everything in the fucking book and then came out as trans. When I talk about her now, I'm using she or it because you try to ruin my fucking life. I'm not gonna fucking use your pronouns. Fuck you.
Yeah, that makes you gay though. You know that?
Yeah.
No, because at the time she wasn't.
Yeah.
At the time she wasn't, and she had a pussy. So fuck it.
Well, I'm sure she still does now. Sorry, Xanderhal. All right, get out of here, Fearless Soldier. Bye.
Yeah.
He's the last one. They all left? All right, fine, good.
Gabby Hanna just shouted out Willie Mac show, by the way.
Nice. All right, go enjoy the fucking content. And go watch my shit tonight.
Without the children.
This is the last shows for the weeks, and I don't know how many videos I'm I'm having a sleeping problem. So, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. Facebook, Red Pill.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you bout to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she bout to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Don't make me leave them eagles to you like I'm Shit Kelly.
GG.
My struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a
And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. All right, good. That worked out.